cavalry would arrive.
These are allied.
They are my pets, I lied, hoping she'd buy into my fabrication.
Interesting. Keep them scarcely fed and controlled.
Perfect. Another debate one. But we weren't out of the woods yet because another mage had arrived on the scene, no doubt hearing the commotion.
What's going on here?
These are my pets, I lied again.
Kingpin.
Oh, we have a degenerate on our hands. It was going to take more than a quick lie to proceed past this mage, and unfortunately for me, there was only one solution. I would have to feed into his degeneracy until one of us broke. You like that?
That was pretty hard.
Woman hugs you.
Just need to turn around to finish.
It was time. I was about to make my winning move. I knelt in front of him, ready to receive his undead load. When he broke, I had won this game of gay chicken and we were free to pass, and let me tell you, I always win gay chicken, don't fucking try me. All things considered, the horde had been pretty friendly so far, and I was feeling good about the journey. Until an orc flew out the trees. Put your green fingers on him again, and I'll cut them off where you stand. And so our duel began. Unfortunately for me, the orc immediately broke my stealth with a demoralizing shout. Not a good look for your boy. Sinister Strike into Rupture secured me a small bleed and some nice damage, and I was also blessed with a nice poison proc. We then traded basic auto attacks whilst I built up combo hits, culminating in a 3-point eviscerate which only hit for a disappointing 88.
You're gonna give
Bouncing
one.
back and forth, we traded a few more blows, putting my health at critical condition, but just as I was
How do I
about
know
to
you're
succumb,
18?
I won! Of course, I calculated
That's a good
so
question.
that I would win with just a sliver of health. It was meant to demoralize the enemy. That's also
How
why
do you
I
know
didn't
it's
use
not a
any
coke?
cooldowns. I definitely
It's about
didn't
you,
forget
man.
my
Back
The
in
rest
the
of the journey was
6.
relatively uneventful. We continued
Well,
north
if
to
you're over
Stone
6
Town
years old,
Peak,
you
and
can't
once we
drink
arrived,
those.
Kuman started motioning towards the flight master. I knew what this meant. Our
Where are you guys
journey
from?
had come to an end. It was time
Norway.
to say goodbye.
Denmark.
So, do you guys have, so in Sweden we have like, on energy drinks, there's a 15-year age limit. Do you guys have that as well?
Yeah, it's 16 I think in Norway.
Yeah, 16 years as well, but no, no one follows it.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
I love you, Kuman. You taught me compassion and empathy. No longer will I just mindlessly attack every Alliance player I see. From today, I am a changed undead. Now let me tell you about my gun move. For whatever reason, rogues have a range slot. Now you can equip a bow and it will work just as well, however it's way funnier to have the gun because the gun is loud. Holy shit, why is it so fucking loud? So here's my meme. I leave an Alliance player low and I create distance, then I line up my shot. If I misjudged their remaining health, they live to fight another day. But if the stars are aligned... Now in Classic WoW, because there's no cross-server functionality, reputation goes a long way. Being a kind, genuine, helpful person will get you re-invited
Alright,
to groups, whereas
Mr.
losing
14
a
soul
chest
shards is
everyone
here.
else is rolling for will
Oh,
bring
sick.
about bad karma. This mushroom, however, was totally worth it. Delicious. But you need to remember, there are disgusting Alliance players out there, and you're leveling alongside them too.
Introducing Dragon, the human warlord.
Now, when I arrived in Stranglethorn Vale, I made a promise to myself. A
Dude, what the
promise
fuck
that
are you
I
guys
was trying
drinking?
to kill all and any Alliance I saw. Even if it meant I wasn't leveling at a good pace, even if it meant I had to do back corpse runs. It was a great take. Regardless of class, level, or even how many people I was taking on at a time, I wanted to PvP, and unfortunately, Dragon was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Again, and again, and again. I'm sorry. It wasn't that I was targeting dragons specifically. I killed my fair share of people that day, some of them a lot of times. Something about the name Dragon would forever wedge itself into my brain. And then, 13 levels later in Feralis, as I was finishing up on a quest, I turned north to face the top of a great hill. And who did I see? Dragon. Of course, you already know what the fuck it is. I followed Dragon down the hill and back into the cave I had just come out of. That's when I hit her with my patented no fun allowed combo. She called for a mod, but no mod came. Then I left the cave and perched above the entrance like a bird of prey. If you haven't already guessed by the way I'm maintaining vision of her corpse, yes, this time I was specifically targeting Dragon. Eventually, minutes later, the corpse would become a skeleton. Showtime. I swooped down behind her like fucking Batman and interrupted her summon. No Voidwalker for you, bitch! And then she fucking died. How on earth did that happen? A few minutes later, she returned, this time creating enough distance to summon her Voidwalker. I will now give you a couple of seconds to think about the difference this made. None. The answer was none. However, on the next resurrection, Dragon managed to mount up and run. With that kind of head start, there was no way I was catching up now. The camping dream was dead. It was time to admit defeat. Is what I would say if she didn't dismount 20 seconds later and try and summon her Voidwalker again. Hello, is anyone in there? As I consumed her delicious feat, I wondered whether I was taking things too far. Nope, I had tasted the forbidden fruit, and I wasn't going to stop anytime soon. As Dragon mounted and ran away for a second time, I'd like to tell you that she had learned her lesson, but she literally did the same thing again. Fool you once, shame on me. Fool you twice, you're an idiot. But as I slaughtered Dragon for the 23rd time since we first met, I had a sudden epiphany. Actually, she wasn't an idiot. She was a stubborn warrior with an iron resolve. At any point during my incessant camping crusade, she could have just spirit revived, but she didn't. She just kept getting back up. Obviously, Dragon assumed I would soon tire out, and after deciding to revive at her corpse again instead of the spirit healer, I knew I would have to teach Dragon a lesson they would never forget. You don't enter into a game of chicken with me. We both mounted up, and the chase was on. Go! Despite the clear head start Dragon had on me, I wasn't concerned. I mean, what kind of griefer would I be if my opponent can just mount up and run away? And that is why
just tell me when you are inside Gag and I'm summoning you.
A sacred piece of gear, a carrot on a stick. How had I acquired such a coveted trinket so early?
Well,
That's
we can start clearing a way.
All you need to know is that the trinket increases my mount speed by 3%, and to the misfortune of Dragon, that was not all. The mithril spurs I had received from a blacksmith increased my mounted speed by another 4%, and I was therefore destined to catch up, and so I did. As I left Dragon dazed and confused by my blinding powder, I wondered, would this be our final confrontation? Surely 20 minutes of being camped was your limit. What would you
Isn't there only one earth elemental over there?
Spirit healer and admit defeat, or revive at your corpse and see just how deep this rabbit hole goes. 1 minute became 2, and 2 became 4.
Well,
4 became 8,
banish the
and
Earth,
after 10
obviously,
minutes, Dragon
and,
had still not made her
we'll kill
choice.
the
After
fire
30
one.
minutes, I started to
Max
question
gonna
mine.
get
Had
you
I
on
really just
Skull,
spent
and
30
Bjart
actual
gonna
minutes
get
of my life hiding in a bush watching a virtual corpse?
Cross.
What the fuck is wrong with me? I could be doing something productive, and I don't just mean in the game.
Wait, so you're banishing
my life.
or
I
unbanishing?
could be taking this time to learn a
I
real
can do
life
it.
skill. I could have taken a... Oh, she revived. And that's the story of Dragon. After waiting 30 minutes to kill her, she no doubt realized my
there's
will was a
some
raid
people
boss
AFK.
she was never going to
Yeah, it's
conquer.
fine. It should
And
be fine
finally,
at least.
she embraced the warmth of 10 minutes resurrection
Just
sickness.
remember to face the
Dragon was last seen in
yeah, it's away from the raid, and we
immediately
should be
spirit
fine.
revived after being killed once. I will never forget the
wait for
Dragon.
dog to pass
See, Dragon will
before
never
you pull, just to be safe.
forget mine.
Alright, pull when ready.
By
Yard.
the way, I fell through the map and...
You're on cross.
Closer. I'm out of range. I don't have the time.
There's a cabinet of time and I can't get out, so if anyone could send help, I'd really appreciate it. Please send help. I can't leave.
Alright, let's get a summon for Kagoot. I'm gonna pull that Fire Lord.
Closer.
Nah, so you see all the warlocks they have removed something desolate so they can farm hard on all day long.